Hey guys! That was weird. Hey guys. It's me. Who else would it be? And it's 4:30 on Thursday. Had a crazy afternoon. Had way too many coffees. I've just been waiting and waiting and waiting for our articles of incorporation to come through because it just says pending and it's like taunting me. It's teasing me. This little yellow light kind of flashing. I'm going to walk you through that, what we decided to do. There's lots of different ways you can limit your liability and protect your intellectual property as a creative. It doesn't matter if you're doing a film or another kind of project, but basically you want to make sure that you have an agreement between parties or stakeholders in your production, that everyone's basically on the same page, that you know what you're getting into, that you know what you're not doing, and also, that addresses things like ownership of writing and property, and what happens should you make any profit from that endeavor. Which, short film, Canada, pff, tons of money. Kidding me? Yeah. Anyways, so what we decided to do was we explored different options. We looked at, just a simple agreement between all of us. But I think that because I was more of a newcomer. I was the add-on to the party. So, Dave and Tab kind of, it's kind of, I guess, expected in a way to have steps taken towards more equal footing. And I think in that case, the option of incorporating seemed to appeal to us. So it would be sort of an equal split, and, everybody would kind of have some skin in the game. So that did appeal to us, except for the fact that I'm here in Ontario and they're there in BC. And then what you really want to do before, especially if you're, working in a situation like we are, is you have to look at logistics, and you have to look at sustainability and viability. And you should be doing this, again, doesn't matter if you're incorporating or if it's just an agreement between friends. Really, you just want to make sure that before you embark on something, it makes sense to you guys, and that you can sort of see how things are going to happen. In our case, we spent a lot of time thinking about, well, if where are we going to set up a bank account, or how are we going to do this, or how am I supposed to, manage something or produce something over on this side of the world while they're over there 3 hours behind me. And, am I going to be flying out there all the time? Or, because that would be totally fun. Fine with me. But no. Not so much. It's ridiculous. And the goal is, of course, always to keep costs down and to make things about making a film and not running a business. There's quite a big difference there. So what we decided to do was find a happy medium. We incorporated, but we became a non-operational company, meaning we're not actually going to open a bank account. It's purely to limit liability, and to have intellectual property under an entity, which is why you want to start a corporation in the first place. And then what we're doing for the operational side of things is we're actually going to be doing a management agreement with my company, Spin the Idea, to allow me to go ahead and produce and execute basically everything from over here. So that's how we're getting around things. And for a while we also talked about it because we have to, in this world, one of the fundraising aspects is always going to be government funding. So what you also want to look at is, if you have a split team, what jurisdiction is this going to limit you to if you start a BC company versus if you're going to start an Ontario company? And anyways, that's something that we've worked around. We're happy with our choices. And yeah, I'm pumped. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We decided to actually get an umbrella corporation that would have a little bit more longevity than the usual one-off for a film. It's quite traditional for people to start a film, to have that corporation pertain solely to that film, and then dissolve it afterwards. There are some others that start off in that vein that end up living on, and one of that kind of jumps in my head is Michael Spraga, who's got Servitude coming out, and his film Sidekick was, I think that's what actually kicked off Victory Man Productions. So, you know, you get a sort of sense that there's always something that the name of the company reflects the immediate project. For us, we actually decided to incorporate something that we're going to hopefully do lots of projects under. So it's very exciting, and I'll tell you what it's called, but I can't because I think it should be unveiled somehow. In other news, complete different. It This was my phone. This was my Crackberry. Ooh, I have a text message. And really, I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually cracked. It's like totally cracked. Down there, yeah. And I'd like to blame my kid. I always, like, sometimes when I'm too embarrassed, I'm like, yeah, no, my toddler dropped it. Oh my God, whatever. I can't believe it. But actually, it was me, and I just dropped it. It wasn't even like this amazing, dramatic Sophia Loren moment of rage because I've been double-crossed by a lover. That's not my life. Anyways, and so yeah. So I dealt with this and developed astigmatism over the last year because of this terrible cracked screen. And of course, you know, I do blame my kid for not having the time to fix it. Damn you, needy toddlers. So now I got this. Excuse me. I just, it's a tool, people. It's a tool. It's not a toy. Don't look at me like that. I can do FaceTime now. FaceTime with my friends and my team, I mean. And the only thing that's stopping me right now is I'm going through this weird, like, phone overlap syndrome where I don't have the teeny tiny proprietary SIM. What the hell is this? God. So I'm just staring at it and smearing it with my greasy hand oils. So, anyways, I'm going to leave you with that thought. And also, Tab's awesome suggestion for a book. Sat down, read it in one, like seriously, 2 hours, 3 hours. So inspiring. Even if you don't know anything about filmmaking or you never made a film, you go out and you'll want to make a film. It's Robert Rodriguez, Rebel Without a Crew. It's a great book. So, anyways, have a great day, guys.